How was it for you? Because I know you're from Queens, Pop City to be exact. How was it growing up for you? Like, what was your childhood like growing up?
It was fun. It was lit. I mean, yeah, it was fun. We did everything we wanted. Queens is a place where I feel like I had the most sense of a community. Like, if generations of families lived in a neighborhood, you knew. Every family kind of knew
Right,
each
right.
other. So each generation that came up, it was familiarity with everybody. So that's the place I feel most comfortable, most home, most, that's home. But yeah, it was fun doing what we wanted to do, running around.
So I hear you say Pop City a lot. Now, is Pop City like a housing project? Is it like a block? Like, what do you?
No, it's houses.
Okay.
Um, for to give you perspective of
Yeah.
California, LA cat, I would say it's like Compton, like it's houses,
Uh-huh.
but for the black people,
Got you.
for the black
Okay.
people in houses.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
Park City, that's on 169th and Liberty Avenue, but lit by Liberty Park. People don't know about Bricktown. That name came from Cadillac Ty, my cousin, when he dropped the Park City anthem.
Pop City. I was gonna ask you about that.
So we was who we was before that, but we adopted the name when the song dropped, and the shit had the hood lit type shit.
Who are some of the like notable people out of your neighborhood that if you name them, people will know besides Cadillac Todd? Like who else?
Oh, you got Rafa from from around the way, Rafa Austin. You got Shaheen Holloway, Coach of Seton Hall. Um, Let me see. I mean, it's not a lot of famous people from my block radius,
Right, right,
but that come off like. There's not a lot of people that make it out of it.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? But 50 of them is up the street, from where we from. Everybody, Jai's up the street. You got fucking Nikki up the street. Everybody's that's in from Jamaica, Queens.
Is Queens one of the bigger? Which borough is the biggest?
Queens.
Queens.
hmm
I don't know why people always. I always thought Brooklyn. The way they picture it.
Brooklyn's a proud borough, very proud.
You know what? One thing, and I might be wrong, but I feel like Queens guys, you guys like, they say Harlem dudes get fly. They say Brooklyn dudes is more of like the grimier dudes. But I feel like Queens, y'all really like all the Queens guys I met. I feel like you guys not only have chips on y'all shoulders, but y'all like a mixture of everything. Like you know what I mean? Like,
In a sense, Queens is calm. We know how to pay attention. Harlem is loud. They want you to see them.
yeah,
Queens, we got some of the biggest hustlers that you won't. They don't look like hustlers. We know how to stay low, keep it cool, and we never the loudest people in the room. We don't come in and make a scene. We
all
pay
right,
attention, and it's a lot that come with us. You know what I mean? I might like how I move by myself, but it's a lot that come behind it.
right.
But I don't have to show that. You know what I mean? It's cool. We keep it calm and cool and sharp.
Um,
Queens get the money though.
I was
Queens,
going to ask you about that. Where did that
I don't know. It
phrase
just
come
came
from?
back in the day. Back in the day, but uh, they always had some like slogans. Even when I think KRS said that Harlem keep on making it, Brooklyn keep on taking it, type of thing. There's always some slogans. But Queens been yeah getting to it. You have the whole Supreme team, cat shit. Preem was one of the ones that didn't tell. A lot of these big hustlers in these other boroughs, they all
They
told.
told.
So we got a good rep of hustlers for sure.
Yeah, I feel like you guys do. You grew up in a two-parent household, correct?
Nah, nah. Um, my,
Speak on like your parents and how
my
it
my
was.
my pops went away when I was 1, and my mom's went away when I was 4. She came back when I was 9.
Okay.
So I started kindergarten. No parents was there. I was with my aunt. Um, then my moms came home. I was 9.
Did that
And
affect you any type of way? Having both of your parents incarcerated?
I mean, then I didn't think
You
it
know,
did. It was normal for me. 'Cause I didn't know what a 2-parent home was. I never lived in one. I never had pops on hand. So for me, going to see him in prison in Elmira, young since I was a baby,
right.
that's all I knew. To me, I
So it
didn't
was the
see it
norm
like
for you.
yeah, I didn't see it like he was in jail like for a while.
Mm,
It was just I was happy seeing him. In the prison they got games for kids, little play areas, and you just playing around, seeing pops eating a little frozen food. You just thinking this is where we seeing pops at type shit.
Got you. What did your mother go to prison for?
Some drug shit, you know. She
And
was in life.
and your father went to prison for what?
The whole cat shit, kidnapping shit.
Okay.
It's bit, you know, shit they be talking about.
So your father's the one that kidnapped
Yeah, yeah,
Fat Cat's wife, correct?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So when your mom came home, like how were you like at that time? Like what kind of kid were you? If you
I
can
was
remember.
good. I was real good. It's about third grade. I
What
was real
happened?
good till third grade. And third grade, um, when she came, I was in Brooklyn. So my aunt lived in Brooklyn. My father's from Brooklyn. So I used to be in Brooklyn too. So I was going to school in Brooklyn until third grade. When my moms came home, we went to Queens. My mom's is from Queens. So we went to Queens. That's when we lived on 50 block on 140th, 161st Street. And I went to PS 52. And I can't front. Like when I got there, this shit was wild. I remember walking through the cafeteria, kids was jumping on the tables, throwing shit. The shit was just bananas. I'm looking like, oh, this shit is a zoo.
Brooklyn wasn't like that?
Nah, it was the school I went to was cool. It was more in order. They had it in order.
So you I gotta adapt.
This shit was wild. You know what I mean? And one of the first experience I remember being on the bus and this fourth grader beat up a girl bad, like you know what I mean? Was beating her up.
A fourth grade boy was
Was beating up this girl, and everybody was going crazy. And I'm just sitting there, kind of like, oh shit. But then my first thought was like, that ain't happening to me. Like that was the first, like, it ain't happening to me.
right.
I don't know none of these niggas, but it ain't happening to me.
Where do you think you get that your toughness from? Because your father wasn't around, and you were raised by your aunt, which is a woman. So who
Well, he wasn't there,
in the
but
house?
I was
I'm
going to
sorry.
see him every weekend, and we was on trailer visits all my life. So, but I also grew up in the house with my grandmother. So my grandmother's mad generations that come out of this household, all bunch of dudes, bunch of cousins, you know, and we was growing up with each other, you know, fighting, and I just knew it wasn't happening with me. And you know what I mean? I seen that and I thought that I felt that. So that was at 52, I think. Yeah. Then from there, I went to 80, PS 80. That's where 50. That's 50 hood. That's when that whole hood was.
And what grade were you in around this time?
That's fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
That's Lost Boys. That's when everybody over there was Lost Boys. Before that shit was G Unit, all that shit was Lost
Lost
Boys.
Boys. Okay.